For a genuine jolly time and undignified sport, nothing equals nor can approach a marshmallow roast. The necessities are an open fire, pointed sticks for toasters, and marshmallows. Held to the fire, it first puffs up and then grows brown. Great fun is had in knowing just when to remove the marsh cautiously from the toaster to the mouth. If it grows too hot, it drops unaware into the fire, or mayhaps falls to one side. But when transferred to the mouth at exactly the right moment, it is delicious beyond expression, melting away rapidly and leaving only a desire for another one as a remembrance. This description of a marshmallow roast from 1895 hasn't changed much in the past 125 years. Now, this time of year, when people are spending a lot of time outside camping and doing things like that, there really is nothing like roasting a marshmallow, unless it's a s'more. Now, what most people don't realize is that all the s'more ingredients began as medicines or health food. I'm standing now in the medicinal herb garden at Inview Plantation. And one of the handful of plants that we decided to include here is one that we've all heard the name to, but very few of us know anything about. And that's the marshmallow. Now, the marshmallow plant is native to Europe, West Asia, North Africa, and it grows in marshy areas. And it grows to be about 3 or 4 feet tall. It has soft leaves and small white or pink flowers. And these flowers and leaves, and especially the root, were used as medicine because it produces something called mucilage, which is a sticky substance that would be used to soothe a sore throat, to protect a wound, or to reduce pain. Now, the plant would be used to create a poultice, or they would create a syrup or a lozenge from it that could be used as medicine. Now, eventually somebody from France came up with a recipe that added egg whites and sugar to it and created the treat, or something similar to the treat that we would recognize today. Now, eventually the marshmallow root in that recipe was replaced by gelatin, and we get the marshmallow that we know and love today. In the 1830s, a preacher named Sylvester Graham was traveling around promoting a simple lifestyle. And he believed that the excesses of the day were causing people to have bad health. And so one of the things that he promoted was a healthy diet that included lots of vegetables, no meat, no spices, and bread that was homemade and made from coarse ground, non-sifted flour. And this became known as graham flour. And from there, we get the graham cracker, and eventually Nabisco adds sugar to it, and we get the graham cracker that we use as a base to our s'more today. Now, there's one thing still missing, and that's chocolate. In early Mesoamerica, cacao would be ground up and made into a drink, and that would be used to treat a whole number of issues, from infections to diarrhea to coughs and any number of other things. The Aztecs would even use it to help make bad tasting medicines taste better. Imagine that. And so it eventually traveled to Spain, and from there throughout the world. In Europe early on, it was believed to treat a whole host of issues, including those that the people of early Mesoamerica used chocolate to treat. So eventually sugar and milk were added, and we get the chocolate that we use today and that we have as a treat. So it became more of a treat than a medicine. Although today, doctors are seeing some health benefits from dark chocolate. Now, while a s'more, we realize today, is not a health food, although we'd love it to be so, it's not a medicine. There is one thing it still will treat, and that's a sweet tooth.